started to rhyme. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shits. Start a mix, subscribe,
Do you not speak to me while I record? Hey, what's up, you guys? Sharpness Prime here doing another Transformers figure review on the San Diego Comic-Con 2013 exclusive Transformers Beast Hunters Shockwave. This review is brought to you by tformers.com. Check them out for all the latest on all Transformers news. And if you're trying to pick up your Shockwave figure, I suggest you go to Big Bad Toy Store.
Big. Get your big badass toys at bigbadtoystore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Packaging's pretty nice, just like the Metroplex. It has this handle right over here. 30th anniversary of Transformers is in 2014, even though it's 2013. Beast Hunters. You have the San Diego Comic-Con logo right over here. This does come with Predaking. Here's a bio of Shockwave's lab, so pause it right now if you want to read that. It says danger. It has this Velcro tab right over here. Same thing with the other side. Let's see what the bottom says. Just some more stuff. And then you just slide this out like so, coming at you. And we have another box right over here with all kinds of notes and recovery data and all this stuff. Looks pretty cool. Danger. We're at the top of this thing. Not a whole lot more stuff over there. It says handle with care, and you lift it up and boom! There it is. Looking pretty slick, man. Not too bad. This looks like a pretty nice display piece on its own, just like that. There you can see the Predaking right there. Looking pretty dope, man. Okay, and there's Shockwave, and then you have this control panel over here that you can pose them on. So this is a pretty cool, nice base. And here's Shockwave taken out of his plastic bubble, and you can just slip it out from underneath the cardboard right over there. And then here's the instruction booklet over here. And then we still have Predaking locked away inside here, which I don't really want to take him out. It actually looks pretty cool like that, just leaving him in there. But, you know, for the sake of the review, I'm going to take him out anyway. What I really like what they've done over here is that this whole base stays intact, so you just twist this off right over here. And then you can put Predaking back there without having to destroy the lower part over here that's glued on. So here's Shockwave and Predaking, little Predaking, right out of the packaging over here. Now, of course, there is a retail version of this Shockwave that does not come with the Predaking. He has slightly different colors where it's light gray over here. It's like very dark gray. I have a picture of it right here. We'll talk more about Shockwave in a little bit. Now, this little Predaking is actually pretty cool, man. I really like this translucent light blue color. It's got this pearlescent kind of shimmer to it. I think it looks very nice. Pretty damn neat. Not a whole lot to it. I guess you can articulate his arms or his front legs a little bit right here, and you could bend them forward. They move outward just a little bit. You can articulate his wings as well. So that's pretty cool. You can move them backward, you can move them out. You know, not a whole lot to this guy. He's kind of like a novelty piece. This is like a little Predacon logo. I need to catch up on my Transformers Beast Hunters, man. I tend to watch my Transformers Prime by season as they get released on Blu-ray. I have to say I do have a problem with the legs back over here, them not being totally flush with the ground. I guess maybe if I bend his front legs a little bit more forward, but it doesn't really seem to kind of want to do that, so that's a little frustrating. And while I was transforming this guy, I did break his leg. Truly devastating, man. Yeah, that snapped off right there, because during the transformation, you bend this leg in like so. Anyway, let's transform this guy into his robot mode. Take us away, Bumblebee. And here he is in his robot mode. Pretty small figure. He's only about just under 4 inches tall, closer to 3.5 to 4 inches tall. And he looks pretty cool. I mean, not a bad looking robot mode. Like I said, I broke this leg off right here, which really doesn't bum me out too bad. It could have been worse, because most of the time I'm going to have him in his dragon mode more than anything. He has this tail gun thingy right here. The sculpting is pretty nice. Again, I really do like this translucent plastic. It's very pearlized and bluish color and everything, and it doesn't have a trigger. You're just supposed to like push it out from the bottom of it, which is kind of lame. Due to the translucent color of the figure, it is hard to make out the detail in the sculpt, but there is a lot of detail in the sculpt of this figure. It's just really tricky to see, but it is there, and it does look cool. You can turn his head side to side. He has shoulders that move out over here. They move forward. They do not rotate, but you can get the elbow to bend. He rotates at the forearm over here, and his wrist kind of move outward due to the transformation. No waist joint. His legs move outward. They move forward a little bit, bend at the knee, and his toes move up and down. And I really like these heel spurs that they have over here. That's a big help because he's a little on the back heavy side with the dragon head and the wings being back here. And here's Shockwave looking badass. I really like this robot mode. He looks very, very cool. I dig it. I love how the tracks come out from over here and they go right into his blaster over here. It looks very, very cool. He has this function where you spin this right here, and unlike the retail version, it's yellow on the inside. Same thing with his eyes right over here. Okay, same thing with his eye over here. That's yellow as opposed to red. But this is actually a pretty neat function thing that they have going on over here. And then it's still posable, like you can still switch this around however you want, you know what I mean? So that's pretty damn cool. Not bad paint variation. I don't know how much of a fan I am of this bright yellow they tend to put on all these Beast Hunters figures. I don't really get it. I'm not a huge fan of that. He does have pretty decent light piping. Oh! So that looks pretty good. I like this translucent pink plastic over here. Very G1-esque. I like that. It looks pretty cool. I like the sculpted details, even though I'm not a big fan of that yellow paint. But otherwise, the sculpt and the paint variation on this figure is pretty damn cool. The yellow does kind of add some variety there, so I have to appreciate that. He has his big old Transformers Prime feet, not looking bad at all. Here's a look at the back of the figure. Not too clunky. You know, he kind of has a backpack thing, but no, it's not too bad. Can't complain about it. I really like this robot mode a lot. I think it's very cool. His articulation is decent. His head moves side to side. He has shoulders that move outward. He has these shoulder pads over here that kind of are spring-loaded shoulders, and he has upper bicep rotation up here. These flaps right here, you can move them forward, you can move them backward, however you want, you know, I guess whatever your preference is. He has some elbow articulation, even though it doesn't really bend that far, but not a big complaint. Like I said, you can move this side to side as you wish. Over here, it bends a little bit better, and his wrist is on a ball peg that rotates and you can move it in and out, so that's not too bad. He has no waist articulation. Kind of wish he had waist articulation, but, you know, not a big deal. His legs do move all the way out. They move very far forward. He bends at the knee over here, and his toes can move up and down. And Shockwave stands just under 7 inches tall, so not bad for a Voyager class figure. And here he is next to the Voyager class Transformers Prime Megatron, and he actually stands a little taller than Megatron, but you know, their design is very similar. You can see they both have the really big feet, and you know, they fit in well together. I like it. Let's get this guy transformed. I do not like his alternate mode. It bugs the hell out of me. I think it's quite obnoxious, to be honest with you, and the transformation itself is actually a little bit funny, man. It's kind of weird, so I'm gonna go through the transformation of this guy just because I think it's hilarious. Take us away, Bumblebee. Thank you so much. So you're gonna unpeg the tread over here, put this aside, and get his arms down and move his legs up and around like this. And this is the first funny part of the transformation to me, is that he gets into this weird squat like so, and just due to this tread always flopping forward, it's like he's got a dong, just keeps flopping out. So you set like that, and then you rotate his knees around like so, and then these slide out, and then point these downward. So that's gonna basically be the floor. That's gonna be like the part where he rolls down over here. And then he has this piece that comes out like so, and kind of tuck under his nuts like that. And then these panels come down over here. Just slide those out. I like how they continued the paint variation with the silver and these yellow streaks and stuff underneath here. That's really cool that they did that. Turn his head all the way around. Now, this gets kind of funny to me. Have his arm lifted up over here and then bent over here so that he's grabbing his butthole. So there you go. He's got the butt wiping going on right there, because I still see this robot mode while I'm transforming it, and it just looks too funny that he's grabbing his culo. That's just hilarious to me. Just very childish humor, I guess, and that's not really ever going to change because I'm 31 now. And then you do a similar kind of move to the top of the figure over here, and then wrap the treads back in, put them where they're supposed to be. There's this Cybertronian tank mode, which I do not think is very awesome. It looks like a dude on the floor still. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's not that it's not a Cybertronian gun that bugs me. It's just that I feel like it's not compact for a tank mode. I don't like how the arms alternate of wrapping around the front and the back. I think that just looks hilarious. That just kind of, you know, I already talked about that enough, but still, I just feel like this is kind of a sloppy transformation. Not very cool looking in my opinion. and it doesn't even really roll very well. He's got tires right here, and he has his tires over here, and this just doesn't seem to really work. I guess it's because this arm is dragging on the floor, and it doesn't really clear out down here, so it's kind of just rubbing around, and I don't know. I just feel like this is a sloppy transformation. Not a whole lot to say. Really just not a whole lot to say, you guys. So yeah, that's my review, you guys. I hope you dig it. This is an SDCC exclusive that I don't think you have to go crazy for. The retail version does look pretty cool on its own. You won't be getting the Predaking or the cool display, but you know, the figure itself, it's a cool robot mode. If the alternate mode was cooler, I'd say it'd be worth trying to, you know, hunt down the SDCC version if you weren't there. But, you know, this is just weak to me. I really think this is lame. God, and I still see his hand. His hand's grabbing his ass still. It's just there, man. It just bugs the hell out of me. Looks like we got an eye right here. I don't know. I'm just not digging it. Alright, big thanks again, tformers.com. Check them out. Latest in all Transformers news. And I will catch you guys later. Peace. Over here, and we have another. Whoa, there goes a lamp.